Most of my biggest wins, I make about ten to $25,000 a month on average, and it has been from helping people like myself to plan for their futures. It will take you 10 times further than you could have ever even thought of. I am 10x where I was before, and I'm looking to my next 10x growth in the span of, I believe it's been 2 months.
Hey, Nicole. First of all, I just want to thank you so much for coming and having this conversation with me today. I'm so excited just to hear about everything that it is that you're doing. So, if you don't mind just introducing yourself, who you are, what you do, and where you're from.
Okay, I'm Nicole Soto. I am from California, Southern California. Yeah, I have three beautiful kids. They're all grown adults now. I'm married, been married for longer than I've been an adult, so that's fun. And yeah, I was a homemaker for so many years. I'd gone through the corporate chain and decided that that was no longer going to fit our life with two small kids. So we decided that I would step back and care for our littles. And so fast forward all of the life things, all of the daily struggles of being on one income in Southern California and all of that. It was amazing and hard and shaped me and grew me, and all the while able to be there for my kids was amazing. So when they started to grow up a little bit, I decided that I always joked I wanted to be a trophy wife, but I don't think the trophy life is for me because I don't want to be set on a shelf. I want to be productive, and I needed an outlet, and here in Southern California it would be great to have an income as well. So I looked for jobs in the same sector that I was in before, and I found that the schedules are so confining that it wasn't going to help me the amount of hours I was going to be able to work under their 9 to 5 schedules, right? So I do take care of my mom who's sick. She lives with us, and my grandmother, she lives with us as well. So I take care of older folks, and I help my in-laws who are across town, take them to doctor's appointments. So really flexibility was the thing I needed, right? All of that to say, that is how I came here.
I love that. I'm so glad that you didn't stay on the shelf, that you were so willing to be able to put yourself out there and share yourself with so many. And just thank you for sharing your heart with us too, right? How just your vulnerability in that. So thank you. So take me right back to right before you found Divine Reach, right? So what was your business actually looking like at that time?
Okay, so I had been recruiting teammates, and I had a very little experience in maintaining, keeping business and being able to produce and recruit, right? The dream is to build a big team, a big agency that is able to sustain itself one day. But before coming to Divine Reach, I feel like it was a clean slate the moment I joined, because everything that I was implementing was it's amazing and it's a great system, but without that extra boost, it was just like I work, I ramp up, and then it just all dissipates, and then I ramp up and dissipates. So it was very inconsistent.
Okay. So would you say that the most frustrating part was that inconsistency, or do you think it was something else?
Oh, absolutely. The inconsistency. And I mean, it's not perfect now, but I do have a little bit more. I was able to speak with somebody yesterday who was like, "Hey, I've been watching you for over a month." And I'm like, "Wow. All right then." Like it's that extra boost of confidence for other people to reach out to me and to, decided to take the leap.
Yeah, I love it. It's working, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So when you first came across Divine Reach, what was your honest gut reaction? Were you skeptical at all?
Yes. Like, at first I was like, I'm a skeptic, and that's who I've been my whole, adult life. I am like, "Oh, let me try that out first." I'm very realistic, so I'm like, "Okay, we'll see." I did, however, after several weeks of seeing the ads, I brought it to my husband, who at that time had just left his job. So I was like, okay, what do you think about this? And literally we prayed on it and we were like, okay, let's talk. Let's see. See what it's about.
Right, yeah, I love that, I love that. Now, had you tried any other programs before?
No, nothing like this.
Okay. Okay. All right. Perfect. So, what was it that after you guys got together and you prayed that made you finally say, okay, this is for me?
Yeah, so after our initial meeting, well, before that, we had said like we had our little list of things. Okay, these are the questions and concerns that we have, and these are our goals. And so when we went into the meeting, we were like, this is it. So coming out of that meeting, we didn't even share all of that. And it was like boxes were being ticked right, one right after the other. So we were like, okay, so it aligns with what I was seeing online and all of the videos and things that were sent out. Like that aligns with who I'm meeting with here. And he believes that he can do the things that he needs to do to get me to where I want to go. So, two people who believe in themselves, I believe, are going to be able to work very well together, right? I caught his vision for his side, and I was like, okay. My husband and I were like, okay, sounds great. If this is meant to be, we're going to have the resources and it's going to show up. And it absolutely has. And I have been so incredibly blessed. Production wise, yeah, I'm probably jumping ahead, but
I love that. That divine reach sounds like it was a divine intervention.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. So, walk me through the first 30 days. What did it actually look like for you?
Okay, the first 30 days, my Instagram page was all my kids and it was everything family and very personal. So I decided I was going to make a shift, do my own business page. That way I didn't have to erase the memories and all of that stuff because it does get a little tricky, right? Not everybody has that problem, but I'm a very private person, which is why I needed the help of divine reach to build up that characteristic in me that wants, that shows who they are in real time. So I pivoted from my original, I believe I have like a thousand followers or something on my personal page, and I started with zero. So I started clean slate and went through the process, did all of the getting on the ads or filming ads was stretching for me. That's not my personality. I'm not initially very I have discussed this with you like a very emotionally available person, which is whatever. It's just who I was, but working on that too. So yeah, developing that muscle that shares and is vulnerable has been crazy and has affected other parts of my life too. In the fact that like my kids, I actually had to go back to my kids and say, I'm sorry for being so closed minded to things and not encouraging more and not like being a better cheerleader. That's kind of a joke in our house. Like, why can't you just be on our team and be? I'm like, because I got to weigh out the risks. I got to, all of those things. But through the process, it just every assignment or what have you has given me a little bit more of a boost. So going through all of the assignments, doing the ads, building my brand, creating a platform really has grown me and given me more confidence in business. And for the production side, even in that first 30 days, it gave me more confidence to when meeting with clients. And that was something that I didn't realize was lacking even because I had been, talking to many, many, many people and not able to get to where I want without being pushy. And I don't want to be pushy because honestly, everything that I have to offer is to help people. And it's because I'm so passionate about making sure that nobody else has to struggle financially or, either side taking on the business for themselves or obtaining one of the products that we sell. So I don't know if that answered all of the question, but that was about the 30 days. It was a jam-packed 30 days.
Yeah, yeah, and I love that, and I will never forget that first coaching call that you and I had, and that complete mind shift that happened right at that moment. And why did that happen? It was you were so incredibly coachable and hungry and ready just to move. And because of like that heart passion that you have for helping people, you weren't willing to let anything hold you back.
Yeah.
And I have never seen anything like it. I remember on camera, you were filming ads, right? We were just role playing and it looked a certain way. And I don't even think it was 2 hours later, you had a whole new set of ads and it was, "Who is this Nicole? What happened?" It was just it was amazing to watch. It was honestly an honor to be able to be a part of that and, yeah,
Yeah.
just to be able to see that change in real time. So I love that. Now tell me, what has been your biggest win so far?
Biggest win, I measured differently than everybody else, okay? But my biggest win has been I hate even using the word, but my self-confidence, my self-esteem has gone through the roof. Like I said, I didn't realize those little things that needed to be fixed, that needed to be worked on. So working on those, it gave me a different outlook on other things, right? It was just that whole trickle down effect of this area is lacking and now it's being filled. I am a woman of God. I am very spiritually sensitive and I love people. I love my family. I love others in a crazy, it doesn't make sense kind of way. I care very deeply. But I didn't have that vulnerable piece that I have had now that I've been developing, so it makes me more confident in who I am. I don't know if that makes a big deal of sense as far as a success, but for me, that's my greatest success.
Yeah, no, I absolutely I love it, and, it's just, like, even listening to you, like, makes me feel, like, a little emotional, right? Because, I've seen that in you, and it's huge, but to know that a simple business like this, that is available, that can honestly just change lives in the way that it does, it's unexpected, but it's
Mhm.
something that, also, as a previous client as well, it was just such a huge transformation that completely changed my life, and that's what I'm hearing you say as well. But, Nicole, you said it exactly, which is your measurement of success is a little bit different. And that's exactly why I want to have this call with you is normally, right? The conversation is always, how big is your agency? But really what I wanted to talk to you about was what impact it is that you've actually been able to achieve. And so I don't want you to keep on that. So would you mind sharing with us a little bit more about what it is that you're actually doing and what that result has been?
Okay, so along with building, myself and everything, I am able to help families. What I've been doing is I reach out to entrepreneurs as an entrepreneur myself, and my mindset has always been entrepreneurial. Um, I know that you don't think about yourself, you don't think about your future, you think about all of the things that I have to do for now. You'll have think of maybe a month, maybe 2, whatever tax date, however close that is, right? Quarterly taxes was a big deal when I was, in my prior business. So, you think of all of those things, but then you don't think, "What about when I do want to retire? What is that gonna look like?" Flippantly, in my young brain, I would say, I don't need to retire. I'll just work till I die. And that's not a great idea because it's not even just for that. It's the legacy that you're living behind as well, right? So I go in with that prior experience and the heart to help every client, every person that I come across to offer them the a retirement plan. Some people don't think that they can retire at all. And I've been able to provide a path for them to do that and in a very short amount of time compared to what they were thinking. So this last client that I had was an entrepreneur in electrical business and he joked with me. He's like, I'm never gonna retire, it's fine, I'll just work forever, and, my old man he literally said, "My old man died when he was 70, so I only have 20 years to go anyway." And I was like, "Well, you do have a wife, so let's plan for you guys' retirement together," and, we went along, and he saw that in 20 years, he actually will be able to retire with a significant amount of income, and that's just literally 20 years of saving and being mindful of his expenses now is going to set him up for the rest of his life and his wife's lives. And they were able to plan for those big trips that they want to take. And so those are the things that I love. I love to help people, obviously, but most of my biggest wins, I make about ten to $25,000 a month on average, and it has been from helping people like myself to plan for their futures.
I love that. I love how you took the skills that we were pouring into you here and you adapted it to yourself in a way that made sense. And in doing so, you're now really doing what it is that your heart wanted in the first place was to really be able to go out and change lives.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. So tell me, what's something about divine reach that you feel that surprised you or that people get wrong before they join?
I think that it looks very salesy on the outside. Like everything is all about how to make more money and build the business. Yes, it is definitely about that, but that's not the goal. The goal is to pretty much like just point you true north, right? We take everything and in the most ethical and prosperous way, potential clients and all of those things, all of that stuff is for a greater purpose, right? We're not just trying to make sales and make people rich or take advantage of people or any of those things, but our goal is to share the vision that we have and the passion that we have and pour it into others and have them catch that same vision so that they can pour it into others. If the way that you are doing it right now is not working, divine reach comes and plugs in that little hole. And that's what I've seen. It just is that missing piece. And that has been wonderful for my business personally.
Yeah, and it's been so edifying as your coach or one of them to be able to watch you in real time and just see how they divine reach has become kind of like the threads of your entrepreneurial journey
Yeah.
and just to see you blossom. It's been just honestly just an honor.
Thank you.
So, what I'd like to ask you now is if you were to look at the camera right now, and if someone is watching, and this is who exactly, where you were, not sure about divine reach, you weren't sure if this would be for you. What would you tell them if they were, on the fence, a little uncertain?
Speaking to me where I was, if you can believe in yourself enough to take a chance, it will cost you a lot now, not just monetarily. It'll take cost a lot of stripping away the things that you think you already know, the things that you've already been doing and that have not worked. But it will take you 10 times further than you could have ever even thought of in just a little amount of time. So I believe that I am 10x where I was before, and I'm looking to my next 10x growth in the span of, I believe it's been 2 months here. So
Nicole, I love this conversation and I love the rapport that the relationship, honestly, that we've been building over, this little bit of time. And you just feel like you're right on time, right? That it was that divine intervention,
yeah.
that just how incredibly coachable you are, and that you're honestly just following the path that you were supposed to be on. And I love that divine reach, what was that stopping point for you. But I can't see you stopping anytime soon.
No.
excited to see and cheer you on as you just continue to progress and grow and help others. So I'm so excited for that. And Nicole, I know that so many others are going to want to follow you after seeing this interview. So would you mind shouting out where they can locate you on Instagram?
Absolutely. It's at Nicole Soto dot, well, I think it's dot financial. Oops. I have to look because I did have to redo my page.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, it's Nicole M. Soto dot financial.
Okay, perfect,
I
perfect.
think it's me.
Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I'm so excited that we were able to have this time, and I can't wait just to continue to follow you on your journey.
Thank you so much.